Hi and welcome to this I Teach Stamping video. I'm so excited to be offering you this new feature for 2010, and I'm going to start with answering one of the questions I get asked all the time, which is how in the world do I come up with the cards and scrapbook pages and gift ideas that I do? So I'm going to tell you a secret. I look for inspiration everywhere. One of the things that I worked with over the Christmas holiday was a fabric, and this is the fabric right here. And so what I was able to do was, as I saw this fabric, honestly, the first thing I thought of was a card. I did not think about the cute pajama pants that I made. But you can see this cute little bird in here, and there's a giraffe and an elephant and a tree and giraffe, flowers, all kinds of things. So I'm going to use this to show you how I came up with the card. Alright, so what I'm going to start with are 4 different ink pad colors. I'm going to use Pink Passion, Certainly Celery, Brilliant Blue, and Summer Sun. Now ordinarily this combination, something doesn't look right to me. I would normally want to use Green Galore. However, going back to my inspiration piece, it definitely had celery and not Green Galore. So I decided to give it a whirl. So I'm going to start off using this Certainly Celery. And I'm going to use this cute little stamp set called Cheap Talk. I love this set. And we're going to start stamping little stems with leaves. Move that one out of the way. Then I'm going to follow it up with a flower from the same stamp set. Okay, then I'm going to go back. And the reason that I'm doing them individually versus just stamping all the stems and leaves is so that I get the spacing right for this card. Because I don't really want my flowers to overlap, and this way I can just work from side to side. So, oh, they overlapped a little bit, but that part I'm fine with. Okay, so one more flower on here. Okay, now to me, this needs a little pop, so I'm going to use this Summer Sun and tie this one in. And in this set comes this little itty bitty flower, and I'm just going to go right back and put it right in the center of the flower. Now it doesn't have to be exact, and that's one of my favorite things about it. Close this up. So now to tie in this blue bird, I'm going to use my Brilliant Blue ink pad. I'm going to use this bird from Cheap Talk, and I'm going to have him sitting right on the flower. And coming out of his mouth is going to be, hello there. So I'm going to switch back to my Pink Passion. And there's our little hello there. Okay, so the next step of this card is going to be the background layer for this card. So I'm going to scoot this image out of the way, and I'm going to be using my Certainly Celery ink pad. And I'm going to be using a background stamp that is about to retire January 4th. So if you want this one, you better get it while you can. It's on our retiring list. And I'm going to use some Certainly Celery cardstock. So we've got Certainly Celery ink, Certainly Celery cardstock. And my favorite way to do a background image is with my brayer. So I just use the bone folder to score it. I'm going to take my brayer, I'm going to run it across. Now look that I'm not going back and forth. I want that brayer wheel to spin all the way around. So I've got ink on there, and I'm going to go to my background stamp, and I'm just going to roll it right on there. If you don't think you got enough, you can go back and add more. So now, rather than turning my ink pad over, I'm going to turn my cardstock, lay it right on top of that. Then I'm going to take a piece of scratch paper, layer it on the top, and give it a good massage. Massage, massage, massage. Okay, so now this is going to give me that instant pop that I was looking for. And now we're going to assemble the card. So I'm going to use Pink Passion cardstock and basic black cardstock. Using my snail adhesive, I'm going to layer my little bird. And with our snail adhesive, you only need about 1 inch in each corner and 1 inch down the center. We're going to layer that onto the basic black. Flip that over, and layer it onto my Pink Passion. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals. I like to go pretty crazy with dimensionals. They're about $0.01 a piece, and so I feel like on this is definitely something I can splurge on. And I love that our dimensionals are a honeycomb shape so that you don't have all that wasted space like you do with some of the others. So I'm going to peel this off. And I love it that this also can double as confetti. And don't look closely in my home. You will see these little things everywhere. You'll find them in the bathroom. They just stick to you. So just it's a new accessory for 2010. Think of it that way. So I'm going to take this little cutie pie and I'm going to layer it right onto this card. And so there you would have it. Okay, so now if you want to take this card one step further, I'm going to use my Tombow glue and I'm going to outline just a little bit that yellow flower. And this Tombow glue I love because it's double-sided. So you have the fine tip there, and then on the bottom side you have the broad tip. A lot of people don't know that's on the other side. Okay, so then I'm going to take our Dazzling Diamonds glitter, and you'll notice that I keep this in a Rubbermaid container. And the reason I do that is because I have a hard time pouring it back into the itty bitty jars that it comes in. So I buy about 2 or 3 glitters at a time and just dump them in here. And I like the width of this one because I can fit my whole card down in there. Now this time I don't want to do that because I don't want it all over those layers. So I'm just going to sprinkle it right on top. But here's where you'll notice why that size helps. I can just tap it right off in there and give it a good flick. And now I've added some sparkly to my card. So going back to my inspiration piece, here is my card. Here is the material that I used. Notice how the colors all tie in together, even though this is not a normal color palette I would normally choose. I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video today. I'm excited to be adding this to my vlog for 2010. Please be sure to post any questions or comments that you have in the comments section. All the dimensions and the supplies are going to be listed below this video on my www.ithstamping.com stamping blog. And remember, I don't just sell rubber stamps, I teach you how to use them. Thank you and goodbye.